possible for me to have jumped in the telly and given you a cuddle when you realised you were leaving, I would have done. You looked so sad.
It was horrible, yeah. I did. What happened when the judges were all calling it out, I saw my mum sitting in the audience, who's watched me for the first time ever in my whole life do anything, and sitting in her little wheelchair just sobbing her heart out. And I thought, I can't look at that. So that's why I was looking down, because I couldn't look her in the eyes.
You poor boy.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
You feel better now, though, don't you?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, it's a TV show at the end of the day. But I feel a bit sorry for Aliona, obviously, because it's her first series, so I feel like I've let her down a little bit.
Not at all.
No.
You know,
you were brilliant.
just,
I mean,
we
I've
tried.
watching the dance-off, I felt like you knew you were going, because at the beginning, there was I mean, this look, there was something, and you go, and I sort of feel like you went, yeah, I'll do this, but I'm going home.
No, what happened, we actually changed the beginning of that routine when we got to the studio.
No.
And I had so much going through my mind. As soon as the music started, I went and I thought, oh no, I've gone too early. And that's all it was. And I knew they didn't like the routine, the judges. I knew they didn't like the choreography particularly. And I just knew that whatever I did, it's still going to be the same routine, and I'm not going to be saved. So I just... Yeah, it was my fault.
Aliona, I have to ask you about the choreography, because some of the judges, they said that he was too vulnerable. Would you agree with that? When you watch it back now, do you think, actually, I should have just kept him with me?
Not at all. I think that the only judge that I agreed with was Craig, and all the other judges I totally disagreed with. What Alicia said was, you know, that I did not cater to his strengths, and I thought that I totally did, and if I missed some of them, I definitely want to know which ones. And to Len, he should have known that, you know, we have the full 2 sets of basic. We had the most basic out of all the other couples. And our routine was the easiest out of all the other quick steps that were performed that night. So I totally don't know what they're talking about, but here it is.
Okay, there it is. Yes. But you did throw in a cartwheel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Whose idea was the cartwheel?
Well,
It was kind of mutual, because
you wanted me to do like a flying forward roll or something.
And I was like, what can you do that would look really cool? And he's like, I can do a cartwheel. I was like, oh my God, that would be totally perfect.
Yeah, so I pulled that out of the bag, learned that when I was 7 at gymnastics class, and if they kept me in next week, I would have done a teddy bear roll.
I don't believe it. Teddy bear roll. But it's one of those things where I think you were just in a very dangerous spot, weren't you? Because people often go in and save the bottom. And do you wish that maybe more you'd have gone, please vote for me, or...
I'm just not that sort of selfish person to try and say, oh, it's all about me, it's all about me. I just want everyone to be safe, which obviously is not going to happen, so I'm not that kind of guy. But, yeah, I wish I had a few more votes. Of course I do, but at the end of the day, it's a show, it's entertainment. I'm sorry I've gone, but I've had such a great time.
I know, you were absolutely brilliant.
I enjoyed it.
Have a look at your highlights.
Thank you.
Hello. You're all right.
He's a lot of fun to work with.
You just made it.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I know I'm not a natural,
Back.
but I'd love to turn myself into a dancer.
First one out, and you managed to ravage the tango. 3, 6, 5.
I didn't put 30 hours a week training in to come bottom of the leaderboards. I know that if I don't do a good performance, this could be my last ever Strictly.
You captured the fun of the dance. It's hard for a great big bloke to look light and fluffy.
It's decision time. The couple with the most votes will be back next week.
Linda and Darren.
Linda and Darren.
Linda and Darren.
Pity to see Rav go out, he's my mate. Sad for him.
Oh, I'm really upset that Rav has gone tonight. He's such a lovely, lovely guy.
He's been so amazing, so dedicated, and he really put his heart into it, which is the most important thing. I'm really upset that we're not going to dance together anymore.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Final question, Rav. Who are you going to be supporting?
Well, I've just seen on the VT there, lovely little Jojo. We've got a deal. If she does better each week, she's going to get something from me, which I'm sure she'll tell you about. Very embarrassed in a minute.
OK. Oh, I like it. This is a special hat. Slightly nervous. Thank you so much, Rav and Aliona.